Hey there! The most incredible World War II finds in this video. Yak-1 airplane. In the summer of 2020, Russian diggers recovered a Soviet plane from the ground, presumably a Yak-1 fighter. The remains of the pilot were also found. Most likely, the pilot died on August 25, 1942. On this day, 9 of Soviet bombers and 6 Yak-1 fighters took off from the airfield in Livny. Their target was the airfield and station of Kastorne, an important railway junction that allowed the Germans to supply their troops at Stalingrad. Having destroyed about 30 German aircraft, they headed back to Livny. At that moment, they were attacked by a large group of German fighters. 8 bombers and 2 Yak-1 were shot down. The searchers managed to track the fate of several crew members. 4 pilots were captured, 1 was buried by local residents. The fate of the rest is unknown. The wreckage of the found Yak-1 laid at a depth of 4 meters. The diggers managed to find several fragments of the pilot's bones, part of a flight helmet and a glove. They plan to find the remaining aircraft and establish the names of the pilots. Gas AA truck. In 2015, the legendary gas AA lorry was discovered by Karelian searchers in the forest. More precisely, everything that remained of it after the battles of Winter War in 1941. Parts of the truck showed multiple bullet holes. Probably a column of Soviet troops was ambushed and defeated. The Finns took all the working vehicles as a trophy, and this gas remained in the forest for 75 years. With great difficulty, the searchers managed to pull the car parts out of the forest for restoration. Many of them are rare because the lorry's cabin was made of wood, and the fenders and headlights were made of very thin metal that quickly decays in the open air. For example, over past few years, several cars have been lifted out of the water near St. Petersburg, but only the frame with wheels and the engine with gearbox remained intact. The body and the cab were almost completely destroyed by water. In October of this year, another such truck was raised from the bottom of Ladoga. The body was partially preserved, but the cabin was broken. The car didn't reach Leningrad and stopped forever only 8 kilometers away, where it was attacked by enemy aircraft. Divers found pieces of burlap at the bottom. Presumably, the car was carrying bread or flour to the besieged city. Let's hope that the lorry can be restored to running condition. Focke-Wulf Fw 190. The Kurgan search party discovered the wreckage of the German Focke-Wulf 190 fighter in the Ponirovsky district. The remains of the pilot and his personal belongings were also found. During World War II in the summer of 1943, a German plane was shot down and fell into a kitchen garden just 50 meters from a residential building. The search party worked 3 days at the crash site. The clay soil has well preserved the aircraft parts. The engine was 8 meters deep. We also managed to find a plate with the engine number. Now, the pilot's name needs to be established to inform his relatives in Germany. The pilot is most likely reported missing. Messerschmitt Bf 109. In the spring of 2016, a search group discovered the crash site of Messerschmitt 109 with a pilot in the Krasnodar region. Spilled technical fluids served as an excellent preservative for aircraft parts and pilot himself. Many personal belongings and a parachute were found. On the pilot's finger there was a gold ring with a family coat of arms. The pilot's name was established by a personal badge found. He was a young and inexperienced pilot and died on one of his first flights. The remains and personal belongings were transferred to the German side. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel not to miss new videos.